My name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law, so please subscribe to our channel. When you're trying to get a family lawyer, what should you look for in the way of getting a divorce attorney? Well, it's a very good question. I mean, there are all sorts of ways, I suppose, that people can, try and find a lawyer. Some people just, do it randomly. They open up the phone book, so to speak, either virtual or otherwise, and pick the first guy that's closest to them. It's not a great way to do it. Some people call up on the phone, and the first man or woman that they talk to, that's their lawyer. I don't think that's a great way to do it either. Here's what I think is the best way to do it. I think what you need to do, you need to figure out where you want this case to end up. What is your vision of the result of this case? What do you want to see happen? Where do you want your kids to be? How much money do you want to have? What do you want the other side to end up with? What do you want your post-divorce relationship to be with the other person? That's very important, because when it's all said and done, if you've got minor children, in 6 months to a year, your divorce case will be over, but you'll still be dealing with that ex until those kids reach 18, or maybe even longer in certain circumstances. And you've got to survive the post-divorce relationship. So you've got to figure out what's your vision of that, and then you've got to find a lawyer whose vision is the same as yours. You see, so if your idea is, and this is just an example, that you want to be able to ultimately get along with your ex, so that you can have a free-flowing understanding regarding, for example, the visitation. That sometimes you'll want to take the kids on your schedule, but sometimes you won't be able to, so she can have them then. And not a big deal. And I'd have to get the courts involved every time you make a give and take. If that's the relationship that you want, then you want to make sure that during the divorce, you don't alienate that person and embarrass that person and demoralize that person to the point that they hate you when it's over. Because don't think for a minute that you're going to be able to go to war with them and crush them, and then once the judgment is done, call up, "Hey Sally, how you doing?" That's not going to work. That person's going to hate you for the rest of your life, and you're going to be miserable throughout the time that those kids are the age of minority. Until they become adults, you're going to have to deal with that, so you don't want that. You want someone who shares your vision. And so what you should do is you should say, look, this is my vision of the case. Tell me, Mr. Lawyer, tell me, Miss Lawyer, how are you going to handle my case that services that vision? If you're satisfied with the answer, that's your lawyer. If you're not satisfied, then you move on and the search continues. That's, I think, the best way to to try and get a lawyer. It shouldn't be the mere happenstance of the first person you call. There's a lot more that goes into, who the lawyer is going to be than that. So I recommend that you develop your vision of what the case should look like. You find a lawyer who will match your vision, and that's the appropriate attorney for you. If you have any questions, reach out, and we'll be glad to help you out.